it's me, Queen Richard, and I'm here with a brand new kind of video. This is a cooking video. Perhaps down the road I will do them a little more in a different way where you're actually seeing me. But at this point we're just gonna see, just the food and me cooking. So what I'm gonna cook this time is, for the first thing, is beef tacos. And we, in this house, we try to use like really good wraps that have like whole grains and no trans fat. So you definitely, so that's what we use. You can use hard taco shells if you want, but that's just our style. And so today we're gonna actually do ground beef, and we're gonna use this to cook it in. Ooh. And it's just a pan. And other ingredients that we will need is we'll need some ground beef. Blech. That's going to be yum yum when I'm done with it. And you need some Pam olive oil. We use the olive oil kind. Now, something that is not pictured here is shredded cheese. I totally forgot cheese when I went to the store. So that is a little bit unfortunate. However, I did remember to get avocados and whatchamacallit, the salsa, and I made guacamole. And maybe I'll probably do a video at another time of how I do my guacamole. And I also have some fresh basil, salt and pepper. For simplicity, I'm using the squeezed garlic. Oops. I'm not too sad about the cheese because I got some traditional refried beans. I got taco seasoning. And last but not least, sour cream. And as far as I'm concerned, my opinion, if you're going to use it, just go for it. So, we're going to go ahead and cook up the meat here. So, okay, so here you are at your stove, and you're going to go ahead and get over here and move your dial. I like to do mine in around the medium. And so there's your hot grill. Now I should have done this beforehand. I spray a lot, that's just me. Okay, so now we're going to wait for this to heat up here a bit, and then we're going to add our ground beef. While we're waiting for the pan to heat up, I'm going to take care of this basil here real quick. So I like the fresh basil. I just prefer to work with fresh herbs. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull it all apart here. And basically what I do is I just pull it apart from the stem. And you'll see what I do with it after I'm done. This is all while you work. Okay, that's definitely enough. Okay, so I have my basil pulled away from the stems. I'm going to go ahead and take my kitchen scissors and I'm just going to chop it all up really fine. La 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 la. So I'm going to take it in just a big bunch. I'm just going to cut. Cut it all up. Okay, so I have a feeling this is like good to go. So I'm going to get my meat and I'm going to put it in here. So my meat was actually frozen before and it was in a plastic bag, so it's kind of in this big ball right now. So I'm just going to kind of distribute it out with this, with a wooden spoon. You can use a, I don't know, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't really use like a plastic one. This is just what I use personally. So I'll be right back. So basically, it's a little hard because this pan likes to jump around. Jump around! Whoop, whoop. Jump around! Jump around! Jump up and jump or get down! Jump, 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 jump. Well, anyway, so this pan likes to jump around, so I'm just trying to keep it together. It's going though, okay. So you can kind of hear a little bit of a sizzling. I possibly have put this on too early, but it's okay because it's going to start sizzling here soon enough. So I'm just going to let this kind of go for a minute or two and see what happens here. So, and actually I just found the lid, so this will probably speed up the process as well. So, okay, so now I have all my basil chopped up. And so I'm going to use that with the taco seasoning and the salt, pepper, and the garlic. And I'm going to put that in the meat once it gets cooking here. I have decided last minute to add a can of diced petite tomatoes. You may want to choose to use like Mexican style or whatever, but this is just what I have, so this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so as you can hear, this meat is going. And so now I'm going to add my taco seasoning. I know it's like in a big lump there, but I'm going to take my spoon that I have resting on a plate right here. Just going to go ahead and just mix it around like so. So I'm going to get this mixed in, and then I'm going to add some garlic. Okay, so I'm going to take my squeezed garlic and open it up. Now, you can just decide what you want to do. You know, I basically eyeball it. You can use whatever you want, however much you want. I just kind of do a little dab. And you just mix this around until it's all mixed in too. And last but not least, I opened up the can of the diced tomatoes and drained it a little bit. And so I'm going to add this to the meat. Okay, so now if I had some cheese, I would probably add some cheese to this, but I don't have any cheese. So it's pretty much, the meat is very much, you know, browned. But I'm just going to just let it cook and simmer here with the top on. And just let this cook. Now, as this is cooking, I just went ahead and took the refried beans and I put them in a microwave safe bowl, and I'm just going to go ahead and just microwave these up. I mean, you could very well cook them up on the stovetop in a pan, but I'm not going to go through all that. Do you want to see how the meat's doing? Doesn't that look good? Woo! So this is basically done. So that being said, I'm gonna go. This has been on low for like a good 5 minutes, and it's still like bubbly, 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 bubbly. So, last but not least, I'm going to add the basil, because you're supposed to add the basil kind of later in cooking. So I'm going to add that, and I'm almost ready to start building my tacos. Okay, so here is my tortilla, and now you can also, you know, heat these up or whatever. I like mine just plain. And another thing that I realized that is missing from this is salsa. So I don't have any salsa either. So, that being said, I'm also going to use some tzatziki cucumber sauce. So I'm going to put that on first. So I know this is going to be kind of a weird taco. So now next I'm going to go ahead and put on some sour cream. And now the dogs are barking like crazy. and I think Ron's home. But I'm going to go ahead and add some avocado, the guacamole, and then some of the refried beans. So I'll be right back. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the ground beef, so I'll be right back. Okay, and so there's my taco. Now it's like super huge. That's just kind of how I do mine, because I'm a guy and I eat a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and try to put this together here.